All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. Today is a conversation video about the OnePlus Open. This device, to my surprise, I don't see any. I've never met another person with one of these, like locally, publicly here where I'm at. I've never met a person walk around and say, "Oh, that's the OnePlus Open." But I have in fact seen tons of Z Flip 5s, Z Fold 5s, Z Fold 4s. The Samsung lineup is heavy. Especially for people that I talk to that own their own company. There's a lot of places here that there's a lot of local shops where there's the owners, they carry a Z Fold device, Z Fold 5, Z Fold 4. I've met so many people with those. And then I've met a ton of people with the S lineup from Samsung. And obviously, you know, there's a ton of people that have iPhones. Most of the business owners I've met that have an iPhone, they don't want an iPhone for business. They want something else. That's what they've told me. I quote them on that. And I was like, well, do it. Switch. But nonetheless, I'm getting to the point of advertising and marketing. I don't understand how OnePlus could bring out such a stellar device and I don't see them in more hands. It's just their marketing or the way they're doing their advertising, I believe. Because I still watch regular TV, meaning that there's an antenna coming out of the back of my TV and I'm watching local stations or just digitally enhanced stations that I can pick up for as far as that antenna can reach. I've seen plenty of Google Pixel commercials, tons of Samsung commercials, tons of Apple commercials, heck, even Motorola commercials on regular TV, not streaming services, just regular old TV. I've seen those commercials. And I've never seen a commercial for OnePlus. Not just this device. I've never seen any commercials for OnePlus at all on regular TV, only on streaming services. And I'm not even talking about Netflix or anything. I've never seen, I only see it on YouTube or Twitter, you know, or Instagram, like stuff like this, social media platforms like that. Never seen it anywhere else. So how could OnePlus bring out this beautiful device that packs a punch, that is definitely capable and is better than the Pixel Fold, the Z Fold 5, any other foldable that I can think of? This is better. It has better hardware. The cameras are better in some situations, but not all. But for video, this thing holds a candle to all of those devices I just mentioned, and it's better in a lot of ways. So OnePlus brings out this phenomenal device and then doesn't give it to the world, so to speak. There's a ton of people that I think will probably enjoy this device that have a Z Fold 5 or, you know, a Pixel Fold as their device. I'm talking about like regular people who, you know, you just happen to buy those devices. And then you see this one, I can guarantee those people will probably want to switch to this device. I have all those devices I'm talking about. So, but this is just my opinion and this is just a discussion video. Some things I really like about this device is this beautiful screen. And I'm going to load up a video here. And this is just such a beautiful display. I think I can turn the brightness up for you here some more. Let's do it about 75%. I mean, this is just great. This is my 24 Mustang. If you haven't seen it, I just put those new wheels on there. Get ready to get some more work done as well. This is from my car channel if you're not subscribed. But this is more just about the display. And then the speaker quality on here. Needles for the rear or something later, but I'm not racing anyway, so. And there's Oturo's hook, man. I've had him on the car now for about 2 days. Beautiful setup. Beautiful setup. This is, in fact, such a beautiful screen. It's not as bright as some other screens I've used. Like the Samsung screens get really bright, but it also depends on what you're looking at. This video is actually shot at night. This is a night video. So let me go to something else here. Let's see if I can get, here's another one. This is daytime. This is a daytime video, so to speak. And this screen is beautiful. This is my 24 High Country. If you haven't seen my car channel, you should probably hit me up. I got some nice cars over there. I can feel the screen like this, like the Samsung phones. But one thing I like about the Samsung devices, and I'll get to cameras on this one in just a second, is that the Samsung devices can record in 6x5 or 5x6. This cannot. It would be nice if it did, but it cannot. But nonetheless, this camera setup here or screen is absolutely stunning. And that's just one more thing that I think is just better on this device than some other foldables. The canvas on here is just a tad bit bigger. The orientation is a little bit different too, but just the overall experience that you're getting with your current foldable, I think you'd like this better. I think you would really like this. I'm not trying to sell you one. I'm just telling you my experience after almost 6 months. This is phenomenal in comparison to the other devices that I own that are foldables. Now, I guess one of the main selling points again is the hardware. You got this Hasselblad camera setup back here. And that's another area where this one I feel like shines. Even though this camera can't do 4K portrait style video, it can do 1080p portrait style video, and it is just stupendous. I've compared it next to, I think Samsung has the best portrait style video, hands down. I think it does. The iPhone has good portrait video, but only outside when compared to the other ones indoors. So if I'm just doing portrait indoors with the iPhone consistently, you'll never know the difference. And I wouldn't figure out the difference or say that it's not as good as another device. But indoors, the iPhone's portrait video doesn't stand too much of a chance next to Samsung. And this device is one of the devices I've seen. And also the Pixel devices, they have great portrait video too, but you can only do it at 1080p, just like this one's limited to 1080p. And I think that's a shame because I genuinely love portrait style video. Now this f-stop on this one is default at 2.8. I set it to 2.5 when I'm using this for a vlog. I think it looks just perfect. It's just wonderful. So camera quality on this thing, photos, video, it's amazing how I just don't see as much conversation. Now I'm not looking for it, but when you're into tech, you pretty much can tell what's hitting and what's not. And right now, it is S24 season. So tons of people are on the S24 game. Yes, my S24 will hopefully be here by the end of the month. So I'm getting it if you don't know. But this device right here, his cousin or brother, I should say, or sister, whatever, his brother, not his sister, is a OnePlus 12. And his little brother is the OnePlus 12R. But those cameras and those packages are still better packages than the S lineup. And even I think they're more compatible or more comparable to the Pixel lineup. The pricing wise is closer to the Pixel, I think it is. You can double check that for me. Don't quote me on that. But OnePlus has the lowest priced flagships, if you want to use that terminology, and they have the same specs and better hardware, definitely, than the S24 Ultra. The Pixel, I don't know. Pixel's hardware is really good right now, but you've got devices from OnePlus that just are skating under the radar. It's like people should be buying these devices and checking them out, but due to the fact that OnePlus doesn't shine as bright, a lot of people don't know. So, owning this for the time that I've had it, I'm stunned at how good it is. I like the hardware. I like the screens. I like the cameras. Battery life, don't even get me started. The battery life is sick. For a foldable device, this thing is killing it. It easily lasts me a day and a half, 2 days with no problem. And I want to see more people get their hands on this because it costs less than all the other foldables. To me, it's offering a little bit more user-friendly experience. It's just a better overall vibe on this device right here than the other foldables. The hardware is definitely better than all the other foldables. Looks better, feels better. It's the right size, not too big, not too small. It's just perfection. How can OnePlus possibly do better than this? It's going to be tough. And I think a lot of people are probably going to not, like regular folks who actually have this, you know what I'm saying? Like people who they're not trying to do content creation and reviews and stuff like that. And they decided to buy this on a whim, or they saw, or somebody told them about it and they bought it. They probably love it. And they're probably not going to switch just because the new version came out. And that's because OnePlus set the bar so high on here. other OEMs should take notice. OnePlus is putting them on blast because, man, so many, you hear the terminology, oh, you sleeping on that. You're sleeping on that. People are sleeping on OnePlus. Whether it be the 12, the 12R, this is what I'm talking about right now. This thing is sick, folks. It's sick. It's and sick in a good way. It's really nice. Everything about it is so good. Well, Jay, you didn't say anything about the software. Well, I've covered the software in other videos, but just a quick touch on it. The software is great. Again, my only gripe is that I can't get 5 across. Other than that, like on the screen, other than that, I don't see much, and I've gotten used to it now. So, I mean, this is just a hit, folks. OnePlus did it right by dropping theirs at the right time. After everybody dropped theirs, every other OEM dropped theirs, they looked at what they were doing and they said, we're going to do the opposite of that. And that's exactly what you're looking at right here. If you're looking for a foldable and you have the money, you know, with them, it's a little different on their trade-ins. You know, these are all unlocked. You can't get these on carriers or anything like that. You have to go directly to OnePlus. It's worth it. It is worth it. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. The OnePlus Open, it's like that hidden jewel that's right in front of your face. And since you don't own it or you're just watching it and watching other people talk about it, you just don't know how great it is. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.